In this mesentery, do you see this tube running along right there? That is a remnant of the oviduct in a male shark. You see that right there? Okay. Jade's not convinced. Let's come over closer. This thing right like that.
Whoa, I would never
White?
have found that.
The white one, yep.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, and that's running through.
How far down does it go?
No, we could try to follow it. It kind of gets lost, I bet. You can see it running down like that. Okay. So they did have them embryonically, and they still retain a piece of it, even though it's not functional. It's a vestigial organ, really, in the adult male shark. Okay, accessory urinary duct. Did you find it?
I tried my best. I don't think I did.
And you guys didn't really get into it at all. I didn't think, yeah. You want to just tell me where to look?
No, that's actually not my shark.
Oh,
this
oops,
is my shark.
the shark switched.
I have no idea where to find it.
Okay,
Accessory.
we can take a look. Where you're going to find it is along the medial side of the kidney. And so
Yeah, sort of butchered it,
it's
unfortunately.
a little bit torn up in there. But maybe we'll find it. What's that? Oh, that's caudal ligament. So that's why you have to
Wow.
worry about caudal ligaments, because it looks like it should
Yeah.
be some part of this system, and yet it's not. Ah, wait, I see it. Oh, nope, that's more caudal ligament. Never mind, sorry. This is kind of a last minute. Well, I'm not convinced we're going to get a good view of the accessory urinary duct in this guy, I'm afraid. If you see a tiny little tube running along the medial side of the kidney in a male shark, that would be accessory urinary duct. For what it's worth, it's really hard to put a pin in it because it's so tiny. But it's really good to know that that's where the urine in a male shark goes. It drains by the accessory urinary duct and not by the epinephrine duct. Okay. Let's take a look at a female. All right. We're okay on time, aren't we? I can't see the
We're
clock.
plenty
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, that's what I figured. You guys are the hardcores. Everyone else is out of here. Okay, so this is a female, and she had, as you can see, a lot of eggs in her. And these eggs had embryos probably, but the embryos were not big enough to really be noticeable. What is this?
I think that is the embryo.
Kept seeing flakes of those everywhere.
Yeah, it's a little, I think that may just be the membrane. Are you seeing anything obviously embryo-like? But there were definitely embryos there, because the eggs wouldn't be in the uterus already unless they had been fertilized. But they were just probably very tiny, and you can't see them with the naked eye. So what often is the case in these sharks that are gravid, is the technical term, as opposed to pregnant, but means having lots of eggs in them, is the ovaries look kind of deflated. They look kind of like these sad little flaps. And that's because they've just ovulated all their eggs that are down there developing, and they haven't generated a lot of new eggs yet. More generally, the ovaries will look like lots of eggs all kind of clustered together, like a bunch of grapes. Okay.
What is that, Professor?
This,
Just, yeah.
that's a developing egg right there.
Oh,
that
wow,
little round
that's so
thing.
cool.
Yeah, actually looks like a piece of dog food. But.
I can't believe how big they are.
Well, I mean, they get way bigger than that, right? They get
Well, I
huge.
thought that they didn't get that big until they're fertilized. That's
Oh, no, they don't get bigger after they're ovulated. There's no way for them to get bigger. So they're as big as that
Oh,
when they come
wow.
out of the ovary.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, the ovary is connected to the body wall by a mesentery, and that would be the mesovarium. Okay. Ovulation occurs. It's not really something you're going to see, but this is just a way to remind me to mention that ovulation is occurring by the egg actually popping through the wall of the ovary into the coelom, into the body cavity. Okay, and eventually then is going to enter into the oviduct. And the oviduct you can see running along here. This is all oviduct. Okay. And it's connected by a mesentery to the body wall, and that mesentery is called the mesotubarium. Yep. There's a swollen region of the oviduct that's right about there. You see how it's a little bit bigger there by my thumb? Okay. And that's the shell gland where the membranes of the egg are put on, and that's called, more officially, the nidamental gland. Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so that's right there. And so then we have oviduct running down, and then this enlarged region of oviduct where the eggs are actually held and developed is called the uterus. Okay, that's the nice easy one. Okay.
What, you skipped ostium tubae.
Oh, I was wondering when I was going to get to the
No, it's
osteotubae.
tough.
It's because I skipped it. It's tough to find, but I think we can do it on this shark actually fairly nicely. Oh, very nicely. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's see if I can just get a probe in there. So remember the falciform ligament connects the liver to the ventral body wall. So that's actually the falciform ligament that's still there. And in the free edge of the falciform ligament, there is an opening here. And that opening is called the ostium tubae, with the mouth of the tubes. And if we follow that, you can see where it's going. It's coming down here into the oviduct that's running around that way.
It could be left or right.
And that could go left or right. So this is going into the left oviduct. If I go the other direction, this is going to be way too difficult. But let's see if I can manage. Oh, yeah, there we go. So uterus, and the uterus that will empty out eventually into the cloaca. There we go. So I can pass a probe down the uterus and it pops out there. Okay. We also have in the cloaca the urinary papilla. Okay. And in the male, this is called a urogenital papilla, but in the female, it's a urinary papilla. And why is that?
Because it's combined in the male.
What's combined?
The
Urinary tract.
urinary and the
Technically, it's the accessory duct
genital
and the arcane.
Right. So in the male, both the accessory urinary duct and archinephric duct dump out through the urogenital papilla. In the female, it's just the archinephric duct, and the archinephric duct is only carrying urine. So it's a urinary papilla. Okay.
So, regarding the urodeum, is that just the opening from the uterus in the cloaca?
It's not from the
I
uterus.
mean, I'm sorry, not the oh, no, I'm thinking of another word then.
So if we look in the cloaca, you can see there's a fold across it here. Do you see? Here's the papilla. There's a fold of tissue right here.
Mm-hmm.
And if we go in front of that fold and pass a probe forward, it ends up in the gut.
That's the coproductive.
That region is the coprodium.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Copro means poop, and that's the root. It's like coprophagy, and rabbits eat their own poop. And then the urodium is the back of the region of the cloaca here, where the urinary papilla is. Okay. So this is urodium, coprodium.
So,
Those are just two
the
different
urodeum
regions.
doesn't
of
go towards the uterus?
The uterus does dump out into the urodium.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And the urogenital papilla, it's on either side of the urogenital papilla. So this is the probe that's coming down the uterus, and it pops out through that pore or opening on the side of the urinary papilla.
So the opening of the coprodium is what's called the anus, then, right? Or is it the
The
other way
opening
around?
of the digestive tract into the coprodium is the anus.
Oh, okay.
So the coprodium is a region of the cloaca.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, archinephric duct. I'm not sure. Did you guys dissect into your kidney at all here to try to find the archinephric duct?
Oh, it's such a pain for female.
Well, I don't know. Should we take a look? Should we try?
Yes.
Okay. You don't mind?
We trust
No.
you.
There's your first mistake. All right, this won't take. This is our last thing, so it won't take too long.
I'm trying to
Urinary sinus.
Just make a little bit of an incision here.
It doesn't look like it's dyed that as hard as ours.
I mean, it's
Like latex is-
No, it has not exploded, which is
Yeah.
nice.
Is that what happened to your guys?
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
one of those stuff.
Okay, and then the question
But the
is,
lack of
can I
color
actually
makes
find this stuff? That remains to be seen.
The working up for donkeys stays
Hmm. Do I believe that? Now I see something, but I want to just convince myself that I'm actually seeing something real, and not just making it up.
Looks even harder if it's